cuff his wrist. Try to bury that clip, try to make it not exist, but the footage don't flinch. Truth don't twist, whole city in the comments like remember this. Lieutenant Chance, that's fam, that's kin. 2 suits on his back, they jump right in. No threat, no swing, just brown skin. Then they hit him with the lightning, watched him spin. Hit the ground, body shaking, breath thin. Scars on the side, can't erase that stin. Explain that, chief, where the car's at. 2-on-1 with a prong, where the law at. We gon' feel that.
Am I gonna be famous too? You're gonna put me on your YouTube video?
Sacramento, we watch. Step out the car, phone up, stay calm. Sidewalk under my feet, that's my front lawn. Public space, that can my lucky charm. Only thing I'm shooting is dot in my palm. Sacramento Community Watch, we roll deep. Aunties, uncles, young ones out the whole street. We the eyes when they try to move in low key. Press record, press them back, let the world see. You a public servant, then serve that truth. Don't swing on my rights, don't snatch my proof. First Amendment, ink in my family roots. Grandma Marsh now filming her combat boots. We gon' film that. Sacramento stand up. They hate the lens, but we still come back. We gon' film that. For the people in the block, in the cul-de-sac. We gon' film that. You got a badge, we got the playback. We gon' film that. First Amendment on my chest like a flak jack. We gon' film that. Firing in the costume.
Hey folks, welcome in, welcome in. It's time to get things started, as the Muppets say. And of course, tonight we're getting it started. I am Reno News Now, Lieutenant Commander over at the Sacramento Community Watch. Also, you can catch me on my other channel, the ADHD Auditor, where you can view all my live or unedited stuff. With me, as always, is we got Chief England on mute. He hasn't unmuted himself, so we can't hear him right now. We got a banger of videos today. We got a little bit of court updates. We got a little bit of everything out there for you folks, so stay tuned with us tonight. As always, we do this for likes, shares, and subscribe, folks. So if you want to, please do so at the bottom. It really helps us out with the algorithms and analytics. Links to all the descriptions of the content creators and all of our member networks in the Sacramento Community Watch, again, are down below in the description, folks. Give them a shout out there. So let them know that we sent you. So Chief, as always, when we start these things off, we get into housekeeping. So what do we have for housekeeping today? Anything on your end, or are we just going to talk about the court?
So we do fortunately have our merchandise up and available for purchase. We're going to go ahead and show you guys a few of those things. If you guys want to check them out for us, we got a cool little sticker made.
Here we go. I got it here. Let me share the screen real quick here.
Yeah, for sure. So people got.
There we go. I'm sorry, folks. We got a lot to share, so I kind of all over the place on sharing things. It's over at Printify Me. It's sacramentocomunitywatch.printify.me. You can get like stickers, like always record the police here, folks. Let me see if I can zoom this up a little bit so it fills the screen here. Always record the police.
Support our team. Definitely would appreciate it.
And then we have the wonderful logoed sweater here, sweatshirt, with the brand new logo on it. Look at that sexy logo. Oh, look at the back here. Learn your rights, exercise your rights, folks. Definitely. Wise wisdom there. And then t-shirt there, always record the police, and Sacramento Community Watch on the back. So give it a shot, a look at. Links in the description there as well, folks, to check out our merch.
Yeah, so. Merch.
I
got mine.
Anything else? You got some yours ordered yet?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, I had to get my shirt. So what do we got from the courts?
The courts. So what we're going to do first, before I get into that, is we're going to show you the arrest video of Chief England here and why we're going to court. We're talking about the appeals court of his arrest, and where we believe that he was wrongly convicted convicted of resisting a police officer. So let me go ahead and share. Stop sharing here. I got to reshare the screen. I meant to share it with the audio.
Talking about obstruction, please. You just didn't want to get recorded. That's all that is.
So share the audio here. This is off of my channel, folks.
Yolande, what's up? What's up?
Now we have all free range on a public sidewalk to be able to record, see what's going on. 210392 is that unique ID number for this officer. How's it going, Officer Sotelo? Stay everywhere. I'm on a public sidewalk, dude. There's no tape up. You don't know.
So I'm trying to investigate. Okay.
We understand investigations.
Go over there.
What's wrong with right here?
Because I can't have somebody behind my.
He didn't have the key to the car either.
Oh, I'm good.
I'm not going to be detained, okay?
Why would I be detained?
Because you're being detained.
Okay.
My investigation. Okay.
Now I want to.
And then, yeah, that was back when I didn't have a studio. So that was that there. So that was the arrest. So let me go ahead and now get the court update here. And this is actually going to basically be a recap of everything that has been happening since the appeal. And I'm at the wrong end of the document here. I was just reading it and proofing it for our redactions. So any redactions that you currently see is done editorially by us at this point, folks. So,
and mind you, folks, I was arrested in 2023. This case is still ongoing. It's taken them forever and a day to delegate this, when really the city or the insurance company that's on top of this thing should have already reached out to me for some sort of out of court settlement. I don't understand why they're even trying to take this as far as it's going, but
yeah, and we can't even get to the out of court settlement, and because they think that they're in the right. Once we prove that, once the appeal goes through, if it goes in our favor, then we can definitely start another lawsuit here to basically have deprivation of rights, because this whole thing mirrors kind of what happened with Chili DeCastro over at Delete Laws down in Vegas. So, Chili as you guys know, wound up having a little bit of qualms with the judge, and he spent time in jail, but they ultimately overturned his conviction in appeals court. But we're having problems with our appeals because of, as you'll hear, transcript issues. So this will cover everything that's happened during the appeals process. So stick with us, folks. So this is an order granting the between Chief England and the City of Reno. Chief England is the appellant and City of Reno is the respondent, and this is an order granting Chief England's request of leave to file a supplemental brief and setting briefing schedule. So on April 19th of 2024, this is when it started, the record on appeal in the above entitled matter was filed with the clerk of this court. Excuse me. On April 22nd of 2024, the court entered its order for briefing schedule. On May 1st of 24, a notice of receipt media mail was filed containing a thumb drive from the Reno Municipal Court. On May 22nd of 24, appellant Chief England, hereinafter Chief, buy-in through his attorney, Kyle Edgerton Esquire, and we love him. Shout out to him. And the respondent, City of Reno, buy-in through the attorney, Carl Smith, city attorney, and Leanne Schumann, deputy city attorney, filed parties' stipulation to extend briefing schedule, wherein the parties stipulated and agreed to the following: that the parties are engaged in a motion of practice before the Reno Municipal Court regarding the preparation of transcripts of the trial proceedings. A lot of this is going to talk about the transcripts, folks, so just be prepared for that. That these parties have been heard and the matter is before the Reno Municipal Court for decision. That once the matter is decided upon, the parties will know whether that they can rely on written transcripts or merely the hearing audio. Because at the time, Miss Schumann was arguing that no, they shouldn't have to pay for transcripts because that's a waste of money, which this whole thing has been a waste of money because it should have been dismissed in the first place. He wasn't interfering with anybody.
They know very well I would.
Yep, they're doing this to avoid monetary damages. In our opinion, guys. Again, we're not lawyers and we do not represent any on TV or YouTube. So that these parties request.
They see the video, so you guys let us know in the comment section. You saw the video. If you didn't, go back on the live stream. We'll probably show it again at the end of the live stream for those of you who have not seen the arrest of myself and dirtbag Anthony Tyrant Sotelo.
Tony the Tyrant. Yep.
Do you see the color that I am?
The parties request that the court extend the briefing schedule for 45 days, and the appellant's opening brief was due by July 8th. On May 24th, the court entered its amended order for briefing schedule, and on June 24th, the respondent, City of Reno, filed a motion to dismiss the appeal for failure to request a hearing within 60 days. They were wanting to force this out and just totally shut down his right to an appeal, folks. That's what it was. Because of a clerical error that you would get away with in family court. Mind you, Ms. Schumann has a background in family court, not prosecution. So this is where she's making her bread and butter now, but because family court wasn't working out for her, apparently. So on June 27th, Chief filed an appellant's request for a hearing and appellant's a motion to dismiss. On July 3rd, the City of Reno filed its reply in support of motion to dismiss appeal for failure to request a hearing within 60 days and submitted the matter for the court's decision. On July 5th of 24, Chief in the City of Reno filed a second stipulation to extend the briefing schedule wherein the parties stipulated and agreed to the following: that the court previously set a deadline for the appellant's opening brief to be May 22nd of 24. Thereafter, the court extended the deadline for the appellant's opening brief to July 8th of 24. Reno Municipal Court ordered the transcripts to be prepared at the public expense, but as of July 5th of 24, the parties have not received those transcripts and believe that they are still being prepared, and they were. Incorrectly. Without the transcripts, the parties can neither submit their briefs as part of the record on appeal before the court nor reference them in the briefings, which is true.
Was those the transcripts that were missing on behalf of the city?
Yep, they're going to explain that in here. That Chief in the City of Reno requests the court extend the briefing another 45 days, such that the Chief's opening brief would be August 22nd of 24, and that the Chief in the City of Reno maintain their positions on the motion to dismiss. This notwithstanding the stipulation to extend the briefing schedule in the event that the court denies the City of Reno's motion to dismiss. Thereafter, the matter was submitted to the court's consideration, and on July 9th, the court entered its second amendment order for briefing schedule. Then on August 21st of 2024, the City of Reno filed parties' third stipulation to extend briefing schedule, wherein the parties stipulated and agreed to the following: that the deadline for the appellant's opening brief has been previously extended twice, which it was, as the parties await preparation of the transcripts from the trial court. That the current deadline for the appellant's opening brief was August of 2024, or 22nd of 2024. That the transcripts remain outstanding all the way through August, guys. It's almost all of 2024 that they remained outstanding. As a result, the parties can neither submit them as part of the record on appeal nor reference them in their briefings, and that the parties request that the briefing schedule be extended another 45 days. Hey, Sevenfold, welcome in. We're just going over the court motion here, so welcome in. The City of Reno has moved for dismissal in the appellant's appeal, which has been briefed and submitted for decision. Both parties maintain. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, thereafter, the matter was submitted to the court's consideration on August 23rd of 2024, and the court entered its third amended briefing schedule. Then on September 29th, the court entered an order denying the motion to dismiss because it said it wasn't fair to Chief not to be heard, even though, we were waiting on documents and transcripts. It's like you're going to complain that you can't get the transcripts because they cost too much and shouldn't be prepared because of Chief's status. And then at the same time, you're going to file a motion to dismiss to try to weasel your way out of it. It doesn't work like that, guys. So then on October 4th of 2024, Chief in the city of Reno filed parties for stipulation to extend the briefing schedule, where parties stipulated and agreed to the followings: that the deadline for the appellant's opening brief has been extended 3 times already, as the parties awaited preparation of the transcripts on the trial court proceedings. Number 2, that the current deadline for the appellant's opening brief is October 7th of 24. That the transcripts are now in possession of the transcripts are now in possession of the transcripts. That's weird. I didn't catch that typo. That everyone was in prescription of the transcripts in electronic form, but the appellant requires additional time to review them and prepare his brief. And that the parties request that the briefing schedule be extended another 45 days, such that the appellant's opening brief would be on or before November 21st of 2024. Thereafter, the matter...
I wonder if all of this, procrastination is just basically to extend and basically make sure that the statutes of limitations have ran out for me to file a lawsuit.
Well, see, I wonder if you can argue that your statute of limitations were paused because you were in active litigation. I mean, how can you not file a lawsuit, when, they're conducting litigation against you and you're trying to get out of it, so you can file a lawsuit? It makes no sense. So, but again, we're not lawyers, so that's something we would have to ask AI. And again, AI is no substitution for a lawyer, or go pay money to ask a lawyer or consult our counsel about that. But,
That's true.
anyway. Thereafter, the matter was submitted for the court's consideration. That on October 7th, the court entered its 4th amended order briefing schedule, wherein the court set the briefing deadlines. And then on November 21st, the appellant filed his opening brief. On December 18th, the responding brief was filed. And then on January 2nd of 2025, so this is where we started in 2025, folks, is in January 2nd, everybody's got their briefs in. Because the appellant had to file the appellant reply brief was filed. Then on January of 29th of 2025 of last year, so appellant and respondent filed a stipulation to supplement the record and submitted a matter for the court's decision. On March 19th, 2025, the court entered its order denying the stipulation to supplement the record on appeal through audio recording, and further instructed the parties to work together to supplement the record by filing a transcript containing the trial court proceedings that included the missing 7 5-minute segments with 30 days from the date of the order. So what wound up happening, folks, is there was some missing part of the transcripts, about 30 minutes altogether, 7 5-minute segments, 35 minutes. And it was, a lot of it was some of the police officers, Tony the Tyrant's testimony, and the beginning of my testimony. And what they were trying to do is saying, hey, rather than us waiting for the court to get it all typed back out again, can we just use the audio recordings and go with those? And, both sides were okay with it. Let's ask the judge. The judge said, nope. Get me the transcripts. I don't want there to be any wiggle room out of this, saying he said, she said, what did they say during those things? She didn't want that. She wanted an official record of what it said.
Like, for example, when she said that I said that I was on a fucking sidewalk instead of a public sidewalk, they try to throw that in there like, Your Honor, he said that he was on a fucking sidewalk. I'm like, what? I wouldn't even begin to start cursing that quickly into a, verbal judo with the police officer. It's not gonna. Yeah,
we always meet energy with energy. We won't raise up.
Definitely.
I don't like cursing in the first place because it makes me want to have to go back and edit it, and it's just a pain to edit the bleep things out when you don't have to. But that's just me, folks. But when I get angry, I can bleep. Okay, so then on June 2nd of 2025, so this went from January 29th, 2025, on March 19th, 2025, all the way to June 2nd of 2025, the transcript of the April 1st, 2024 bench trial was filed. So the full transcript was filed on June 22nd. And then get this, folks, nothing happens until October 27th when Chief's request for leave, which is permission, basically, Chief's permission to file a supplemental brief was filed. And then on October 28th, the respondent filed its notice of non-opposition to appellant's request for leave of the supplemental brief. So basically they said, the city said, yeah, we don't care. Now that we got everything, let's be accurate and let's file our supplemental briefs. And then upon reviewing the pleadings and the papers on file herein, so the judge looked at everything and found that it is appropriate to allow the parties to file a supplemental briefs in light of the full transcript of the April 1st, 2024 bench trial filed on June 2nd of 2025. It took them a whole year and a couple of months, folks, to get a full transcript to the higher court. Talk about unprofessionalism. Mm-hmm. And I'm not talking about the lawyers at this point. I'm talking about the courts in general. Allowing this to happen. And it's the lower courts. Based upon the foregoing and good cause appearing, it is hereby ordered that the appellant's request for leave or permission to file supplemental brief is granted. So therefore, it is hereby ordered that the appellant, Chief England, file with the clerk of this court and serve its respondent his supplemental brief on appeal or before January 30th. So they got until the end of this month to file in the supplemental. And then it is hereby further ordered that the city will file with the clerk of the court the appellant's answering supplemental brief no later than 30 days. So if we're doing farmer math, that's another month, but February is 28 days. So we're looking at the beginning of March, folks. So the first couple of days in March at the latest. And then it is hereby ordered that the appellant, Chief England, file with the clerk of this court and serve the respondent's reply supplemental brief no later than 15 days after that. So we're looking at about, at the latest, middle of March before this ball gets rolling again, folks. So it is hereby further ordered that the council will file a request for submission to the appeal court once the appeal is ready to be ruled on, dated the 6th day in January of 2026.
Why does it always get 30 days? And we get 15.
Well, no, we I think got, this was filed on January 6th, so we got around 30 days because Mr. Edgerton should have already been working on his brief. So she's just saying, okay, I got time, we got time till the end of the month. So this is at the beginning of the month. So the first brief is a little less than 30 days. So then they're giving the city 30 days because that's just normal. And then we get another 15 days to reply to what the city said and say why their information is totally wrong and delusional. But yeah, that's pretty much where it is. And then that's it. And then this is just a certificate of service that everything was electronically filed. Mm-hmm. So
I went over the document as well. Yeah, that's interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. So stay tuned, folks. So once those briefs get filed, I will file a public records request to get them and pay another $6 to $10 to get them, and we'll put them on the screen and we'll go through and pick apart everything and give Edgerton shout outs and
shout out.
Pick apart Miss Schumann's pleadings, and maybe she'll shout us out in her pleadings. I don't know.
Shout out to Edgerton.
Yes.
Hey, shout out.
So that's it for housekeeping and court updates. So now I guess it's time to get this show started again and go to our feature presentations. Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead and share our first guy.
Cool lineup for y'all to check out tonight.
So, as always, links are in the description, folks. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let them know that we sent you. Our first person that we're going to be going with tonight is JC News Now. Go catch him out on his channel, folks. He's got about almost 40,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to him yet, let's bump him up to 40,000, guys, if we can help him. Let him know that we sent you. And the first one is the cop. The cop intentionally blocks my camera view. That's What's Your Partner Doing is the name of the video here. So
JC News now.
You can't use his knuckle to knock.
See movement?
Oh, he didn't lock his screen. Windows L, folks. Windows L. 2 little keys. Windows L.
Welfare check.
No.
Oh, my. Wait. Can police open a car door to do a welfare check like this?
If the person's
Probably.
not responding, I don't know. Exigent circumstances, maybe?
I think at this point he'd have exigent circumstances, but yeah.
She's not responding. She could be, unconscious.
Yep.
That nature.
There could be a medical issue. Yep, never mind. I'm sorry.
Check your private message.
Copy.
Hey, sir.
Yep.
She doesn't want you to record her.
Oh, well, it's too bad.
I understand the recording is completely your right,
Yep.
but
There is no buts.
there is.
No.
State law now says 20 feet. You're interfering with our duties, go 20 feet.
I'll step
20
back
feet.
a little. I'm not
20
giving you
feet.
20 feet. I
It's
gotta
20
be.
feet.
I can be close enough
Nope.
to see here. If
It's
you don't
20
like
feet.
that, get a supervisor.
20
I need a supervisor on
Put
scene.
your hands behind your back.
How I'm
Oh,
moving.
shit.
You gotta give me a chance to move.
I gave you a chance. You want to move? Then
I'm
move.
moving.
20 feet.
Get a supervisor out here. What's your name and badge number? Get a supervisor.
Doesn't want to be recorded. That's all.
That's too bad, sir. You just put your hands on a citizen without cause, sir.
New halo.
I have to be. There is no halo law.
Yes, there is.
It got struck down by the Supreme
It got
Court.
signed in August.
It got struck down before.
It got struck
signed.
down?
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did.
Where's this happening
I
at?
gotta be close enough to hear and see. This is 20 feet, bud.
That's fine. I'm gonna
This
give
is
you
my
20.
truck right here.
You still want our supervisor?
Yeah, I want a supervisor. What's your badge number?
Springfield, Missouri.
What's your badge?
Higgins,
Missouri?
2058.
All right.
Yep.
Give me some room, Higgins.
Nope.
Yeah,
Nope.
you're in my space.
That's fine.
What, you want to cover up something or something? I can't see, sir. You're.
That's okay.
See that thing on his shoulder?
What you want to?
What was
That
that?
light on the shoulder?
Yeah.
Yeah, the agency I work for, my supervisor got me one of those. They're called Guardian Angel lights, and they function just like the lights in a police car, different like sequences and different colors of lights, like traffic light, takedown light, all types of crazy stuff. Pretty expensive device too. It's like $200 for those things.
Cover up
Really
something
heavy,
or
too.
something? I can't see, sir. You're.
That's okay.
Yeah, no, it's not okay. You're
That's okay.
violating the First Amendment,
No,
sir.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Higgins on a trip.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Asking Gemini real quick. It's Missouri does have a halo law, and it has yet to be
Yeah.
properly struck down, I think. But again,
There you
we're
go.
not
Now
lawyers.
we're learning. Training you punks.
Congratulations, sir.
Yeah.
I'm glad you get a kick out of this.
Yeah, you're gonna get paper, bud.
That's fine.
Yeah, it is fine.
It is.
Get off my truck. Don't touch my
Am I
shit.
on your truck?
Yeah, don't touch it.
You're real quick with the mouth.
You're a fucking tyrant.
All right. Congratulations.
Yeah, you're gonna find out.
Yep.
You don't know who I am, do you?
I don't care who you are.
I know you will, though.
No, I won't.
There you will.
You will. You're going to be YouTube famous.
Yeah.
Do you see the color that I would be famous to? You're gonna put it on your YouTube video?
Right on time.
Oh, a rent-a-cop.
I think he's medical.
Well, it said Mercy. It could. Oh, yeah, it could be a first responder.
Mercy Hill. Yeah.
What are you trying to hide?
Of privacy.
Her privacy? There's no privacy in public, sir.
Idiot.
You don't understand that? There's no privacy in public. I'm not here for her anyway. I'm here to make sure you don't violate her. Look at this stain this guy has. Do you know what the First Amendment is?
I do.
Do you? You know the 5 freedoms it protects?
That's kind of funny. You don't know the new Missouri state law.
Yes.
It says if you infringe on my duty, I can tell you get back 20 feet.
Are you familiar with Article 6, Section 2? It's a supremacy clause. Yes,
Okay.
it strikes your law
it does
down.
not. It does
Your
not.
law is repugnant.
It does not.
Yes, it does.
It's
You're
a state
violating
law.
your oath, sir.
It's a state law.
I know, but the Constitution
It's a state
trumps
law.
state law,
No,
sir.
sorry.
Yes, it does.
You're
You're
wrong.
going to find out.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
You're wrong.
I'm not wrong.
I just love how a person who is not trained in law and is yet has to enforce it is sitting here having a legal debate with somebody who has more knowledge of the law than he does. just from being an internet jockey.
Outrageous.
What you got in here? Anything I need to know about?
Well, you sound like me now. That's what our team does. We check the vehicles and stuff, check to see if there's any occupants and stuff like that. Sometimes they like it, sometimes they're cool, sometimes they're snotty. Oh well.
Two 23. I already got it. It is business, sir. Yeah, it's what?
So proud of you.
Yeah, you're going to be youngster. Hey, thank you. Are you okay, daughter? Huh? No, I'm here for them to make sure they don't violate you. Are you okay? I'm not talking to you. You okay? All right. That's why I'm here. Make sure that you're okay. Because these punks don't know the Constitution. They'll violate you quick. You didn't learn any of that, did you?
No, not at all.
Mm-hmm. 2147. Put your hands on me again without cause.
I had cause.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You didn't even have reasonable
I told you, get away
suspicion.
20 feet.
You don't give me orders. You don't give me orders. They're not lawful.
Yes, they are.
No, it's not a lawful
State
order,
law.
sir.
That is called lawful.
The
Congratulations.
Constitution says the First Amendment trumps your fucking state law.
Constitution. Everybody keeps on saying the same goddamn thing.
Right.
State law.
What, did you just cuss?
he just does not get it. Order of priority, folks. There's city law, state law, federal law, Constitution. If the Constitution says that the city can't do this, then the city can't do this. The state law says you can't do this, neither can. They don't get it. They don't teach them the law properly, and they don't teach them that if a state law doesn't goes against the Constitution, you can't enforce it. And even if it's still on the books and gets struck down, it's still on the books. But guess what? They'll still try to enforce it, and then they'll still get in trouble for enforcing it because it's against the Constitution.
On duty?
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
You don't have
Because
freedom of
that's still
speech, sir.
my right.
You
That's
don't
what-
have a right, sir.
Yes, I do.
No, you
Yes, I
don't.
do.
Not while you got that.
His rights are
on.
suspended the
still do.
moment he
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
puts the duty on.
Thank you.
You have privileges.
As a citizen.
You have privileges.
No, I have rights, just like you.
No, not while you're on duty.
Yes, I do.
There's certain things you
No.
can't say.
Please
What
tell
a
me where that
idiot.
says that.
Okay, you have standards you have to adhere to, sir.
100%.
You have to remain professional.
I am professional.
No, you're not. You
Yes,
just
I
said you just used the Lord's name in vain. On duty?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah. No,
I
you
say whatever I
can't.
want.
No, you can't. Hey,
That
can
is
I get
my
you?
right.
Can I get your name
Yeah, and Internal Affairs said that was a lie.
and badge? Can you identify him?
Yeah, when he comes out.
All right, good.
Yep.
Fucking halo law. It's been struck down in 3 states already.
That's 3 states.
Yeah.
That's 3 states, that's all Missouri.
No,
Yes, it does.
Constitution of rules. Interference is a physical act, sir.
I'm sure Internal Affairs is already looking into his file.
Laws, sir. Read the laws.
I've read them. I read them constantly,
So do I.
dude. No, you don't.
No, you
My
don't.
detector test determined
Read
that was a
Article
lie.
6. Next
Article 6,
page,
Article 7, Article 8.
yeah, it doesn't matter to you, does it? Doesn't matter to you.
Nope. Not one bit.
You hear that? Constitution doesn't matter. But you swore an oath to
I
uphold
did.
it.
And I am.
But you don't
As
care
of right
about
now,
it?
I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not. What are you
I'm protecting
doing?
this citizen.
Keeping me from videoing? You can ask me anything you want, ma'am.
You want to?
Well, I'm not going to put...
Okay.
You're videoing this whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Everything that his job is.
I can't hear you.
You're being a turd.
Can I approach her?
Nope.
I can't hear you, ma'am.
She said you're being a turd.
Being a turd?
Yep.
I'm good at it. I'm real good at it. Yeah. I'm actually here for your protection, ma'am. But I'm you.
I gotta like give him a reference for this protection.
Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate that.
And folks, remember when
Sorry.
police officers try to stand in your way of you recording police activity, or they put their flashlight in your face, that is called prior restraint, and that is a violation. They can't block you from recording. Idiot.
That's
Yeah,
called
I was gonna-
bootlicking.
Nope.
Respect is earned, youngster. No, it's earned. It's given when it's earned.
Yeah, and she's earned it.
Mm-hmm. We'll see.
I'm sure his family's proud.
You got nothing else to do like 5:30 in the morning.
It's my job.
Congratulations. They try to get money. They really don't.
You're awful.
Yeah, you think it's all fun and games there, officer, until you wind up in this federal civil rights lawsuit and you wind up losing, because you're sitting there not being a public servant first and a police officer second. You're
Right.
being a cop. And in our terms, cop is a nasty 3-letter word. It's just, you're being a cop.
Presumptive.
And remember,
You like to presume a lot,
Remember-
don't you?
Nope. Facts.
You don't presume?
Facts.
Fact.
thousands of people see these videos, and every click is a review of your training. So remember that. Remember this. There's thousands of people watching.
Apparently, Springfield, Missouri doesn't have good police training.
All right. Let's start giving them a call, folks. Start putting in our complaints.
100% fact.
What's your source? You don't know what I make.
There goes the phone number right there.
That much.
That's more than you.
All right.
I know what you make.
No clue.
I will have. I'll know by the end of your shift.
Congratulations. I'm so glad.
You familiar with Sunshine?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
You still won't know what I make.
Yes, I will.
No, you won't.
I guarantee.
Yes, he will.
I can pull it up right now.
Go ahead.
Man, you got an attitude.
Nope.
I guarantee you it's way too much. He earns way, way too much for what he's doing.
Yes, sir.
All right. Can you give us 20 feet? Go.
No.
You're dismissed.
I don't have to.
He's trying to push me away where I can't record. I'm not impeding their investigation. I'm not interfering. Interfering is a physical act. He's come up and he put his hands on me without cause. He didn't even have reasonable suspicion. It wasn't a lawful order. The Constitution clearly trumps any state halo law. 3 states have already struck down a halo law. I have a First Amendment right. You are versed. He's not. Will you please tell him not to put his hands on citizens unless he has reasonable suspicion that I'm about to commit a crime committing a crime or committed a crime.
You're interfering.
I wasn't interfering. Filming is interfering. You're a clown. You get back to work.
Again, elementary school definitions of
I'm making a
fearing
formal
and
complaint on this man. And can I get your badge number?
It's back 2057.
Thank you.
Like I told you when I first got here, you were recording this female sleeping in her car. I told you at 20 feet you could record as long as you wanted, just not to stand on the other side of her car. You told me you didn't have to. You then walked to my car and started videoing my computer screen.
Yes.
Which has police sensitive information. Okay?
again, Windows L, officer, if you would have hit Windows L and secure your data, the duty to secure private information is on the duty holder, which is you. If you can't secure your workstation in public, you don't deserve to be a supervisor. Windows L, two little keys in Windows world. Windows and L locks the computer.
So I shut it. I asked you to step away, and then that's when he went to go.
Okay. And
You clearly didn't want to.
I was around on the other side of the car. I never impeded your
Well,
investigation.
the female even told you she didn't want to be.
I don't care. It's, sir, we're in public. I have the right to do this. I know you may not. Shut up.
3 times.
I ain't got nothing for him. I want to make a formal complaint.
Okay.
Okay. I'm telling you right now, he violated my First Amendment right.
Okay.
He put his hands on me without cause. That's my complaint.
Were you within range of him where he could do that?
He walked up on me.
Okay. Were you interfering with their investigation at all? Which
No.
is not a physical act.
No.
Obstruction is not physical. Obstruction is any sort of distraction from the investigation.
Obstruction is a physical act.
It's written
Obstruction
physically.
is not physical.
I can-
Obstruction is any act interfering with their investigation.
Okay, I can say anything I want
Sure.
as long as I don't
But
physically
if it's
interfere.
distracting them from performing their
Oh, no.
investigation, that is obstruction.
Elementary
Their
school
ADD is
definitions.
not my problem.
No, that's okay. I'm just telling
Yeah,
you.
exactly. How is the ADD the videographer's problem? JC News Now, you're awesome, bro. You handle this shit like a big
Like
dog.
a pro.
What the ordinance says.
Okay.
The ordinance does not mention obstruction being a physical act. Obstruction is not
Yes,
a
it
physical
does.
act.
You want me to pull it up right now and show you?
Sure. Let me
All right, y'all. I'm going to pause this. This is Chronister.
Let me see if it has that load.
You going to solicit a trespass? Going to solicit a trespass?
Can. It has a lead enforcement on it.
You violate my 14th Amendment? All right, Chronister. I'll see you at the depositions.
Look forward to it.
I bet you will. You're going to like it then. Hey, that case got thrown out because you didn't show up to court. Kick rocks, bitches.
Like a bunch of tyrants.
You see this? Fuck you. Kick rocks, bitch. I'll see you at the depositions, clown. Beat it, bitch.
Again, to end a tyrant's career is about $409 in the federal court.
Violate you or drop drugs in there on you.
Oh,
They'll do
that's
that. I hope you're okay, ma'am.
And there's a violation.
Huh?
And let's be clear, folks, it is not fun filing a lawsuit against a police officer, against anyone for that
Nope.
fact.
We don't want to do it.
Yeah, we don't want to do it, but sometimes it's necessary because we got butt crack cops that are out here who don't understand the law and don't understand the Constitution. So
Sometimes you got to force the change, and in order to get the executive branch to force the change, you got to get the judicial branch in there, because sometimes the lawmakers over at the law don't want to do it.
Yeah, I'm a police accountability guy. I make sure they go by the Constitution and the laws. And
shout out to JC News Now.
It'll be on JC News Now later on today on YouTube.
Okay, so he's just talking to the civilian there, so we're gonna move on. So that was oh crud, I hit the wrong button. I hit sign out. Okay, so our next video that we're gonna do is oh, hold on a second. This wanted me to verify passkey here. Trying to get it back up on the screen here, folks. Is for Central Tyrant Investigations. Let's see, skip.
Shout out CTI. Ooh, ooh.
Okay, here we go. Share this tab instead. Okay, here we go. Central Tyrant Investigation. Add that to the stage there. Go shout out to him. Let's see. And the video is going to be man arrested on camera when he refuses to stop recording, and it's a follow-up. So let's get going on that.
CTI fam. Today's video is coming to you from the St. Anne, Missouri Police Department, where we are trying to do a follow-up on a visit we had at the government center where I was assaulted by an employee there.
Yes, sir. How can we help you?
I don't need help right now, thank you.
What's with the camera, sir?
I'm just doing a story about this building. Yeah.
Sir.
Yep.
Who you doing a story on?
The building here, the government
What
facility.
about the government building, sir?
I'm just doing.
Damn.
Trying to figure out what information.
She tripping heavy already.
Can you please cancel that? Because we're not going to be on video. We did not authorize it.
Oh, you need to authorize first.
We do.
Oh, okay.
Nope.
Ma'am, there's no expectation of privacy in public. I'm sorry.
I'm my own.
Whenever you come outside of your house, you're in public.
No, I think that wrap on your head is too damn tight. I think you might be thinking kind of, yeah.
I'm speaking on my own entity. I do not want to be on camera, sir.
Okay. Well, sorry.
Well, then you need to get a job in the
no, ma'am.
private sector.
I shouldn't have to. Thank
Who are
you.
you? What's your name?
Wendy's.
I feel like I
None,
should
yeah.
give out that information right now.
Wendy's
Just doing a
restaurant.
story.
Where is that going to be video?
Wherever I put it.
Okay, and why are you doing this?
I'm just doing a story about the government
Damn, she
facility.
doing her own
just
investigation,
disseminating
ain't she?
it to the public. They want to know
That's
what's
interrogation
available
mode.
at this building. I
Interrogation
do put that
mode on
information out there. And,
play it.
Who are you with?
myself.
Or the
I'm a
player.
journalist.
Okay, what's your name?
I don't feel like I should give that out right now.
So you can get my information, but you can't.
I'm not getting your
No,
information.
I'm on my own entity.
Right, right.
So you're saying that you can get my information.
That sounds like some sovereign citizen BS right there. I'm my own entity.
Exactly.
Hold on one moment.
Yes, ma'am.
I'll do the same.
All right, guys. Might be recording here.
No, it's just this is I'm my personal entity.
Right.
Okay.
Do you work for the government facility here?
All right. Give me 1 second,
Yeah.
sir.
And please don't delete that footage too. I
And
can't
can you-
get that information off of your phone. Thank you.
That's okay. You do the same. Can you please lower your mask?
Folks, like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Like, share, and subscribe to the
Can you lower your mask?
video.
No,
Oh, you
All
can.
links.
no.
in the
It's
description.
kind of stuck on my face here.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Ma'am.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All
No
right.
problem.
Well, you have a good day, ma'am. All right, guys, we're gonna keep on walking around here. Obviously, they're not informed in here.
Yeah, sometimes it's just best to let them flounder.
And what's your name,
Just-
by the way? What's your name? Letitia?
Yes.
Do you work for the government here?
I know. I work for Better Family Life.
Okay, okay. In a government facility, so. All right.
Better family life. I wonder if that's some sort of government-run name, government-friendly name, you know.
That
Did
information.
they keep on the down low? You know, like, under wraps.
Something to make it sound better than what it actually is.
Right. That's what I was saying. Something that is like secretly
Yeah.
hidden. Something that looks like something that it's not.
Like naming the Tyrant Squad SWAT.
Right.
Why is that?
Because this is not a public area.
It's not.
It's not.
It would have signage on the door there.
You
That
gotta
says-
step out.
This is Better Family Establishment, so they have personal information that can't
They
be
got personal
recorded.
stuff.
That's for
You
people's
can't
sake.
look at.
So I just need to come out here. You're more than welcome to stay in these premises,
Yeah.
but you cannot go past these doors, man.
And why doesn't it say restricted area like the rest of the doors then?
Look, she's the supervisor here, and
Yeah.
she already told you that she's in charge of this building. So therefore, she's in charge.
She's
You're
not in
wrong.
charge of him, though. She's not in charge of him,
I'm
though.
willing to work with you,
Yeah.
but you gotta work with me, okay? So I have no.
Who the hell are you?
Right. Who the hell are you? And there's nobody in that building that is higher rank than a public member. That's
Oh,
within the building, and their, the people that work inside of the building, their titles and stuff all matter to that extent.
You need to take a chill pill.
In this public
Aaron needs to take a chill pill.
private area where there's personal information that gets shared, and we can't have that recorded, okay?
I mean, there would be signage on the door.
Listen,
Man.
I'm not having on every door.
Well, there is actually. They say do not enter out there. They say restricted area. This had no signs. I made sure I looked before I came in here.
You could be out there. You just can't be in here.
This is not a public area then?
No, it's not a public
Then why
area.
does it have seats and have a sign-in sheet
Because
here? And
people come here actually have
so therefore it's a
business.
public
So
area.
people come there, then it's open to the public.
Again, folks, not teaching them the difference between public and private. If a member of the public can walk into it, it's public. The moment that you put up a barrier, a wall, or a sign that makes it private, it becomes private. And until they do that, they're ignorant. We need to teach our public servants the law better, folks.
That they have to come here and attend to it. That's why they can't have anybody being recorded here, okay? I'm willing to work with you, man. Like I said, I have nothing against what you're doing, but I just need you to come out here and stick on this side.
No, thank you.
Just make this smooth.
I'm
I'd
good.
rather just stay in here until I finish.
Unfortunately, we're not going to. So I'm asking you this time. Stop.
Again, asking is not a
And what would happen
demand.
if I don't?
Well, if you don't, then I'm going to have to go and call the authorities with that. And
Sure.
Oh, so he's a rent-a-cop.
Like I said, I don't want any
Yeah.
influence to come out of this. I'd rather you just come out here and just work with me.
Hey, and don't call them renter cops. I used to do security. Unarmed, armed, public safety should have continued, but
Well,
yeah. Have
again,
security.
again, it's
an important job. Hey, I worked at TSA too, so I mean, there's security.
don't get me
People
wrong. They do serve a purpose, but they don't serve a private security firm does not serve a purpose in a public, in my opinion, in a public environment, such as a public office. They can get their own people from the sheriff's department who don't need to be out there on the streets put them in an office. And even then they shouldn't be put in an office. Like Tony the Tyrant should be put in an office.
Well, he could if he's stapling stuff and coloring, in a coloring book or something.
Coloring books. Yeah. But yeah, not in a security office environment, playing security in an office environment.
Maybe housekeeping, your groundskeeper, something like that for Sotelo.
I heard that the sheriff's department might be looking to clean some prison toilets, hopefully, but I don't know.
What's different between this and
I've
that?
already explained to you. You're trying to pretend like you don't know what I just
I'm just
said.
asking you,
I
what's the
understand you're
difference
trying to do
between
for clout or
this
whatever
and
it is
this?
it is.
Doing it for clout?
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Oh,
about
yeah,
you
is that
or your
so?
followers Stuff, but I just need
Yeah.
you to come out here, man. Like I said,
All right.
we're not here to debate. This is the end discussion. I just need you to come out here, do what you got to do, and go about your way, man. That's all. It's plain and simple.
I'd rather just stay right here until
No,
I
I'd rather
finish.
you come on out here.
No, sir.
Okay.
No, thank you.
Right.
Do what you have to do.
All right, guys.
You ain't making me move.
Around in here.
You have no authority.
Unlawful directives. This is also a government facility, so we're going to keep on recording,
You
see
got
what
some
they have
authority.
available in here.
Authority. Shut the.
Man, there has to be
Escort out.
there has to be signage.
Please escort out.
There has to be signage.
Escort.
Ooh. Did you grab the camera?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime?
Were you asked to leave?
Leave public property?
It's like he played the best part and then we see it to the end. We see it to the beginning.
All right, guys, we're gonna come in here and see if we can talk to somebody, file some complaints.
Yeah, get that complaint in, boy.
Oh, again, this is the follow-up. Okay, so that's what happened, and this is now the
Yes, I need to
follow-up.
speak with
Okay.
the supervisor, please.
I can't hear you.
I need to speak with the supervisor or an officer, preferably a supervisor.
Look at the gang flag in the background, folks. Protect and serve. with the blue line on there, right? Protect and serve who?
Yep.
Yourself. Protect
And
and serve yourselves.
now, again, while they said that defacing or the flag is protected speech, they don't say that nobody has challenged the law from a government angle. So the law is still in effect. It can't be used against citizens, but technically the government shouldn't be defacing the flag like that. It is a federal law to deface the flag. So.
That doesn't even look like the American flag anymore.
No. If they took an oath to the Constitution, it should be the American flag, not the Blue Line Gang flag. And you save that stuff for when you're home. You don't put that in your offices. That just shows that you're a tyrant. You guys are going to uphold tyranny over American values.
What's your name?
I go by Good Citizen.
You go by what?
Good Citizen.
Do you have a phone number?
No, ma'am.
What's it regarding?
An incident that took place at the government center here in town.
The government center?
Yes, ma'am.
She's nosy.
I know. It sounds like she might have been in that position too long.
Actually go back and get an officer.
You know what I mean?
Hopefully there's a supervisor on duty.
Ask for a supervisor. Ask for an officer. Now we're playing 20 questions. You're not an officer. You're just nosy.
All right. See if somebody comes out. Stay tuned.
Super nosy.
They're going to bring an officer up, a supervisor. Just have a seat and wait.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
No, you have a
seat. The supervisor was going to come up here, so hopefully it won't take too long. You guys know how that goes, though. They operate on their own time, so we'll see if we have to wait too long. She said have a seat.
Look, of course, they got the cash bond paid by credit card or debit card. Of course, that's posted biggest day right in the lobby area.
That's how they make their money.
See, but I'm going to stand because I don't feel like sitting right now.
Oh.
All right.
And that's another thing, folks, is don't. I know a lot of people in law enforcement are, will say we don't have quotas. Well, I'm sorry, but if we're having quotas on arresting and deporting people on a daily basis set by some tyrant, then guess what? they're setting speed quotas and arrest quotas and stuff like that. So this is apparently, in my opinion, a way for them to generate revenue off of their quotas.
Well, stay tuned again. Officer pulling up. I wonder if that's a supervisor or just a patrol officer. It's been about 10 minutes now. Nobody's come up here yet. Actually, let's take a look at this.
Hey, shout out to all the police officers watching the live stream. We see you.
Mm-hmm.
We see you. We see you.
Oh, St. Anne, Missouri. Again, my old stomping
Police
ground.
Chief is Aaron Jimenez, if I'm saying that correctly.
Oh, you familiar?
All right. I might keep.
Oh, St. Louis. Yeah, St. Louis area.
All right, guys. So let's continue to wait for somebody to show up here. Yeah.
Before the company I work for moved me to Reno.
What's your name again?
Ham, Hamm.
Okay.
168 is my.
All right. Are you a supervisor?
Yes.
You're a supervisor. Yeah. All right. So
a police officer named Ham.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. I should laugh, but I mean, oh my gosh, he looks like.
There was an incident at the government center.
He looks like a ham.
I was wondering what your definition.
Doesn't he look like Bobby from King of the Hill, the son?
Dang it, Bobby.
Damn it, Bobby. I told you to stay away from that damn propane tank. Hey, Dad. Hey, Dad.
Damn it, Bobby.
I was assaulted at that building, at that facility, by a Better Family Life service worker, and your officers were responded to that. This happened on January 26th, by the way.
Okay.
Your officer would not
Meeting call of a tyrant.
take my report. He said that he's not going to do anything, and I was wondering why he wouldn't do anything. And
I have no idea why. I don't know who that officer is.
Officer Jackson.
Okay. So I'm not that supervisor for Officer Jackson. So if you'd like to.
Oh, convenient. I don't know. I'm not his supervisor. Again, somebody's coming up with a complaint. I have a criminal complaint. I don't care about the issue is not that the officer didn't take it. The issue is I have a criminal complaint. The secondary issue is your officer did nothing about it. So if you are going to solve this and from a customer service standpoint or a public service standpoint, you should be going, okay, let's take a look at the criminal complaint and then let's worry about the officer second if you have a valid criminal complaint.
Exactly. Bingo.
That's the way things should be working. Not that, oh, he's not my officer. I'm not his supervisor. I don't know what happened. No, let's get the criminal complaint out of the way. They're coming to you with a law enforcement officer. They're coming to you with a crime. And you're not, your first instinct is not to take care of the crime. Give me a break.
Make a written complaint, you can do so.
Are you just a sergeant?
Yeah, I'm just a sergeant on duty right now.
Okay, is Officer Jackson a sergeant, do you know, or is he just a regular patrol officer?
He's just an officer.
Okay. I didn't know if was the chief or anybody here?
Not that I know
of. Okay. Whose truck is that right there?
We have a couple like
you have Chief Jimenez. Is it Jimenez?
Yeah, Chief Jimenez is our
okay, he's not here yet?
No.
Is he here?
What happened?
Oh.
Is he here?
Do you want to file a complaint?
Yes, if okay. I would rather speak to Officer Jackson, the supervisor.
Okay.
I mean, you are a sergeant, so you can take the report. But I was just wondering why I was assaulted and nothing happened. If I were to go there and do the same thing that happened to that lady, I would have been in handcuffs real fast. So trying to figure out.
What's your first name?
Alex.
Alex.
Okay. Yep.
You want me to grab that complaint form?
Yeah,
okay.
For sure. Yep, thank you.
Again, it's all about the complaint form. It has nothing to do about the assault that occurred.
Yep. He can't do anything else with his oddly built ass. That's all he's doing.
Gonna get a complaint form.
That is like the biggest work avoidance I have ever seen.
Sergeant on duty, I guess. Officer Jackson, I thought he was a sergeant himself, but he was just a patrol officer, which is good. Yeah, we're gonna wait for this complaint form and fill it out. Hopefully we can. I think the chief is here, guys. It's early in the morning, so.
All right, you go. Yep. So this is going to be it.
Yep.
There's a couple pages in there. Then through here, you're going to fill out all the information.
Yeah.
Their statement form.
Okay.
And then continuations, obviously. Just make sure you sign date at the end of each one.
Right.
And you can either turn that in back in here or drop it off to the secretary.
Right. Can I get your input? What is the definition of assault?
Again, I'm not going to comment on the situation.
Well,
I mean,
say in other
of course
words,
not.
If I were to go up to a person, smack their camera, grab their hand and stuff like that, is that
who is his barber? Dude.
His wife.
Assault.
Again,
I
folks.
wasn't there.
No,
so
I'm just.
It takes him 6 weeks to become a barber. It takes 4 times as long, 2 years to become a barber. So, 6 weeks to become a police officer. It takes 2 years to become or 4 times as longer to become a barber. So, his wife grabbing clippers makes her more qualified sometimes.
You're saying, separate from this incident.
Based on the whole situation, I don't know. All right, I wasn't there.
I don't know.
You don't need to be there in order. I have the video if you would like to see the video.
No, I'm fine. Thank you. Well, so, I mean, if you want to file a complaint.
Yeah, just speak from a police officer standpoint, and he's asking if that's a crime that's being committed. As simple as that.
Do your job, public servant. He's coming to you with the crime. He goes, I got a crime. I want to report a crime. And you're like, oh. Oh
hey, it's crazy to know that Bobby actually grew up and somebody married him. You know what I mean? King of the Hill, baby.
Officer Bobby Ham. Oh my gosh.
You're done with that? You can drop it back off?
That is dereliction of duty, though. I just want to let you know that.
Would you like my business card as well?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you deserve a complaint as well.
I would have rather spoken with
You got a citizen coming to you with a crime and you're not going to investigate it? Somebody broke the law and you're not willing to investigate
I haven't
it?
got new updated card.
If somebody robbed the local donut shop, he'd be first on the scene. He'll be wondering, how many donuts were taken at what time, the different flavors, if they had sprinkles or not. And
and if God forbid if there was chocolate cream stolen.
Not his favorite one.
Oh my gosh, that would be a felony.
Yeah, but all right. Yep.
Yeah, appreciate
Have a
you,
nice
sir.
day.
Thank you. All right, guys. Well, that's gonna wrap it up.
Let's back that up a
I
little
would have
bit.
rather spoken with.
It based on the whole situation, I don't know.
I just want to pull up this picture again of what's his name, because since we're at the end of the video, because it just looks. I mean, he just grew up so much. That's so crazy how much he's grown up. Wow, his body's even still shaped. His stature.
we need to they're rebooting King of the Hill and kind of so many years later sort of thing. So
Hey, look, the hairline. Oh my God, it's even the same.
Yeah, let's pull that back up. I want to pull that back up onto the stage there.
You don't.
Oh man, he's really grown up, guys. He's really grown up. King of the Hill, shout out. Wow, that is amazing. Applause. Let's get King of the Hill. Hey, he's made it. He's doing something.
And then Christine says, "Why does he have a full face around his actual face?"
That's Bobby from King of the Hill, folks. Bobby.
Dang it, Bobby.
Get it work for my tank.
Oh my gosh, yeah. So if you have a complaint, folks, you see the card. You can go back and view it. Remember, your First Amendment rights are a double-edged sword. Please use them responsibly, because what could be turned into is redress of grievances of your government could turn into something horrible like assault. You don't want to assault people over the phone, please. So, next video.
CTI on that video. Shout out to CTI.
Yeah.
To our brother.
Again, folks.
Awesome.
Links to all the videos, original content are in the description, folks. All the original auditors and content creators. The next one we're going to be sharing tonight is the civil rights lawyer. Let me pull him up here. Again, just an awesome. If you guys want to learn law, this is one of the ones to go. He actually covers auditors as well, so he's a great source to learn the law, folks.
Freedom of speech, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly. Absolutely. At the steps of City Hall, which is a traditional public forum.
Does someone have a First Amendment right to stand on the steps of City Hall in Little Rock, Arkansas, holding a sign that says, "God bless our homeless vets"? These two cops, who are clearly constitutional scholars, don't think so.
Do y'all want them off the property? So they do want you off the property. I apologize that they haven't let you. Well,
regardless of whether I'm homeless, I still have the right to.
No. I got you. I'm not saying that that's the reason. Without you answering that, due to the sign that I'm looking at, it's homeless. Okay, you're utilizing your amendments. What you're doing, though, also at the same time is loitering.
No. Soliciting's different. When you're out here begging for money, yes, it is. It's something different.
Are you disagreeing with the courts about that? I'm not sure.
What I'm telling you is I know you want an argument. That's what you're here. Your goal is. Here, listen to what I'm saying. You cannot be.
I just love it how police officers assume things. Just, oh, this is what you want. No, it's not.
On government property, and this is state government begging for money. It's one thing to stand here and just talk. Freedom of speech, but it's another when you're holding a sign saying you're a homeless vet. Do you even have a VA card to prove you're a veteran, sir? Are you falsifying that information? Are you a veteran? What branch? Okay, I was too. What was your MOS? Okay, because you probably weren't. I seriously doubt you were. Keep pointing your finger at me, sir, and I'm going to take it as a threat.
You're really not going to believe this infuriating footage from Jeff Gray. Which side here is actually ignorant of the law? Let's go through this footage because it's outrageous, and then I'll answer that question.
Remember, folks, ignorance of the law is no excuse of the law. Unless you're a police officer, then it's qualified immunity.
I tried explaining it to you, but you don't want to listen. Well, you're f***ing ignorant.
Many of you have discovered that it can
Portello,
be nearly
exactly. He
impossible to
never
find a
asked
civil
for
rights
money.
lawyer. Although I get calls from all around the country every day, I'm only one person, and I only take specific types of cases, and only in West Virginia. The good news is that if you need a lawyer because you've been injured, you can hire America's largest injury law firm, no matter what state you're in. Morgan & Morgan has over 1,000 attorneys in all 50 states. Because they're the biggest, they have the ability not to settle for lowball offers. Last year in Florida, they got a victim who was in a life-altering car crash, $12.2 million. The insurance only offered them $350,000. They got another victim in New York, $6.8 million.
Okay, I'm sorry, folks. We're going to skip over that. Let me...
A little bit of advertising.
Yeah, a little bit of advertising, but we don't get paid for that.
Anything that's more pure protected First Amendment speech than standing in some traditional public forum, such as the steps of a city hall, and holding a sign that says, "God bless our homeless vets"? It's an expression of both political speech and religious speech. I mean, it doesn't take a constitutional scholar to understand that. But for some crazy reason, police officers and government employees from across the country can't seem to understand that. This is Jeff Gray. I've done videos on him before. He does exactly that at places like the steps of city halls in cities and small towns across the country. It was only a couple of years ago that Jeff Gray had filed a lawsuit supported by the First Amendment advocacy group FIRE against the city of Alpharetta, Georgia. To settle that lawsuit, the city had to pay Jeff $55,000 and agree to other terms such as providing training to police officers there on what the First Amendment means. Recently, Jeff went to Little Rock, Arkansas, and he held his sign there with his cameras rolling on the front steps of the city hall. And this may be one of the most egregious incidents that I've ever seen filmed by Jeff. Like he always does, Jeff is just standing there, not impeding any sort of traffic, not causing any disturbances. He's just being polite, holding his sign, and when people walk by, at most he says, "God bless the homeless vets." That's the point. He's causing no problems whatsoever. He's engaging in absolutely protected First Amendment activity, but like moths to a flame, these people, they flip out when he does this. And the reason that they flip out, I think, has everything to do with just the nature of his sign. It's this ratty cardboard sign that he carries around. It absolutely triggers them because it looks like he's panhandling. And that's sort of the whole point, because even though the federal courts have ruled many times that panhandling is actually a protected form of speech under the First Amendment. So what he's doing not only captures the political and religious expressions of "God bless the homeless vets," but it also does so in such a way as to cause these people to assume that he's soliciting charitable donations. And in almost every case, these people don't understand that even if he were doing so, that is specifically protected First Amendment speech. But just the nature of the sign causes them to completely go off the rails. It always starts with somebody from City Hall calling the cops. Then the cops show up. And that's exactly what happened here. And the first officer to show up was Officer Jackson of the Little Rock Police Department. And here's how that went.
What's going on, man? How you doing, brother? I'm Officer Jackson with Little Rock Police Department.
Yes, sir.
I've been advised that security has asked you to leave and you won't. What's the deal here?
They haven't asked me to leave. They just said that they're not sure if I could do this or not.
And that's exactly right. As I mentioned before, ever standing there with his sign, Jeff sets up cameras because these government tyrants, what they always will do is lie. So the employees that call the police, they'll make allegations that he's causing some sort of a disturbance or he's scaring people or whatever. Then the cops who talk to him will say he said something that he didn't say. And so he films everything. And so here's the actual reality of what happened with the interaction with the City Hall security guard prior to Officer Jackson's arrival, which is basically nothing.
Yes, sir.
You got to take it across the street.
No, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and stay right here for about 40.
You can do that right here.
Yep, I'm gonna go ahead and do it right here till I'm done, and I'll be on my way.
You can do it right here.
I disagree with you. Why can't I do it? Can you tell me why I can't do it right here? Why would you call the police on somebody saying, God bless our homeless veterans? Sir. Sir. Why would you do that?
See, again, it's a security guard who has not been properly trained by his security, the people who hired him or the who they contracted out with. Could even probably be a city employee because he's decked out like he's like court security. But, you know, not get better training.
Unfamiliar with the constitutional rights we have.
Can't you just leave me alone? Why are you guys calling the cops on a man standing on steps of City Hall saying, God bless homeless veterans? Why is that? Why would you do something like that? Why can't you just leave me alone? I can stand over there, but I can't stand at the steps of City Hall and do this?
Okay. Y'all want them off the property? So they do want you off the property. I apologize that they haven't let you know that. So.
Okay. Well, let me explain something to you first.
Go ahead, brother.
What I'm doing is I'm engaged with freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly. Absolutely. At the steps of City Hall, which is a traditional public forum.
Okay.
If they trespass me off of this property for engaging in my civil rights, you're going to be held liable, and they're going to be held liable, and the city's going to be held liable.
I got you.
So I encourage you, and I'm being polite here.
Yeah, no, hey, but we're on good terms, brother.
Yeah, I encourage you to contact the city attorney, contact the mayor, contact the DA, contact your supervisor, and let them know before you trespass me off the property.
I got you.
See, and that's wise words for any police officer who has a situation under control, rather than if somebody gives you pushback, rather than them being resisting or obstructing or whatever BS you want to call it, you go do your due diligence and call the people who are going to prosecute this BS and make sure that you got your ducks in a row before you do it. And if they're telling you, yeah, go ahead and arrest him, they're a tyrant and they need to be booted out of office too. It's plain and simple.
Well, let's step over here. That way, if somebody comes over.
Hallelujah.
He basically stripped them of their
qualified immunity.
Qualified immunity as well, because he initially told them. You know, you're going to violate my rights if you do this. So,
and he said you should seek counsel. You should seek your city attorney, your prosecuting attorney, your district attorney. You should seek an attorney. You should seek a supervisor. You should talk to the mayor just to be sure, because this is going to land everybody involved in this in a major trouble on a 1980 or a civil rights lawsuit.
Yeah, call Superman if you have to. Shit.
Here. Okay. Well, listen to me. I get
you have no authority, officer.
You got God bless on there. You're a veteran.
He's gonna say, but there is no but.
Is that right?
There is no but.
Okay. But are you homeless?
I don't answer questions like that.
Okay. Well,
regardless of whether I'm homeless, I still have the right to
No.
free speech.
I got you. I'm not saying that that's the reason. Without you answering that, due to the sign that I'm looking at, it's homeless. Okay. So at that point, I get you're utilizing your amendments. Okay.
Yes,
we'll just keep it that simple.
Free speech.
With that being said, what you're doing though also at the same time is loitering. Okay. It's not the principle that they are being biased against you being religious.
I'm hard of hearing.
You're good. It's not the fact that you're a veteran or that you're pushing your religion. It's the fact that you're loitering right on the front steps of City Hall. So you can simply just step on the public sidewalk and it'd be that simple.
Yeah, the steps of City Hall is a traditional public forum.
Okay. Well, what's your name?
I'd rather not get my name or anything like that. Well, I told you it was Jeff.
Meeting call of the time.
Yeah,
I get that. What's your last name?
I'd rather not give my last name.
All right, well, listen. You're wanting me to contact all these people and all that stuff, so I am conducting an investigation. So therefore, I don't want you to catch a petty charge for obstruction.
It's not. I'm engaged in free speech.
I got you, and I'm doing my job.
Before you put me in cuffs, like I said, contact the city attorney or something like that, because I put you on notice that I'm engaged in
I got you. Listen to
protected
me.
activity.
Are you going to give me your last name and date of birth or not?
What would happen if I don't?
Obstruction.
Now, this should come as no surprise to you if you've watched many of my
Obstruction.
videos. Many police officers are indeed not
So, just want to point out that failure to ID and obstruction are two separate crimes. You can't go failure to ID and say it's obstruction because nowhere in obstruction says that you have to ID. Two separate things. And the fact that the officers use obstructing, that, oh, they obstructed me because I didn't get his ID. No, that's failure to ID. There's no... Oh, stupid.
Constitutional scholars. Instead, many times they are taught that if they have any interaction with an individual at all, that they then have to get that individual's information for their police report, of course, or whatever. But what if the individual does not want to give their information? What if the individual wants to just walk away? Is that individual being detained? Because under the Constitution, if you care about the Constitution, if you respect constitutional rights, all constitutional rights, the Fourth Amendment is an important one. And the Fourth Amendment provides that if a police officer is going to detain somebody against their will, that is a seizure under the Fourth Amendment, which prohibits unreasonable searches and seizures. For such a seizure to be reasonable, the federal courts have said that a police officer must have a reasonable, articulable suspicion that some crime has occurred. Now here, there can be no doubt that what we have video of Jeff doing, standing there with a sign that says, "God bless the homeless vets," is in fact not a crime and is actually a protected First Amendment activity. As such, the police officer has no reasonable suspicion to forcibly detain Jeff against his will and to obtain his personal information against his will. But of course, people like this, there's no convincing them at the scene. The only thing you can really do is catch it on video, which fortunately was done here.
What does that mean?
It's you're either impairing or hindering or prolonging my investigation. You want me to contact city attorney and all this? I need to know who I'm speaking to. I'm not just going to call all these people and be like, "Hey, Jeff is wanting this and this to happen," when I've already given you a rundown of what needs to happen.
I'll give my ID under threat of arrest, but otherwise I'm not giving my ID.
What's your last name?
I'd rather not give my last name.
Okay.
If you're going to put me in cuffs and arrest me, I'll give you my ID.
I got you. Why are you making this so complicated, man?
I'm not making it complicated.
No, you are. You are.
The security's making it complicated.
Why do police think that everything needs to be served to them on a silver platter? You know, oh, there's a murder. Somebody got murdered. Oh, well, here's a murder weapon on a silver platter, and as a matter of fact, the home security system put him in a force field. We got everybody. Case closed. What? Learn how to do your job properly, and we won't make it harder on anybody, officer.
You guys have the option of just leaving me alone and allowing me to exercise my free speech rights.
What's up, KJ Knows? Thanks for joining us.
I understand that, but at the same time, my hands are tied. If, as an establishment, yes, it's the city hall, but you are loitering on their property. Are you?
I am not loitering. I am peacefully assembling on the property.
Okay. Well,
that's constitutionally protected activity.
I don't think you're going to go anywhere. Give me 1 second, okay?
Well, at least he had the common sense not to put him in cuffs and detain him because he thought he would get away. No, he's not going to go away. He's going to be you're going to leave before them, officer. You're going to leave before him unless you violate his rights.
Who's
Exactly, KJ Knows, 720 doofus.
He's not asking for money or anything, so it is kind of a complicated deal. It does just say God bless and the veterans and the homeless. So, I mean, granted, he's stating he's just assembling peacefully there, so I mean.
Because the reason why I called, because I had employees coming in, really uncomfortable with him standing out there.
Feelings do not override constitutional boundaries. The Constitution was made to make people feel uncomfortable. Freedom of speech. And then, of course, she calls 911 for the feelings police. 911.
My job is.
Hey, shout out to everybody from Xander the Educator's channels. Whoop, whoop. Shout out to everybody from Reno News Now, and of course, everybody here at Sacramento Community Watch. Welcome to our network. Welcome in.
To protect them with everything going on.
Yeah. No, I get it. Are these doors locked? Are we able to go in here?
Mr. Larry, the mayor's security, none of the mayor's staff was here. So I'm the supervisor of security.
Okay.
Okay, so somebody with a fake badge, I'm guessing some offbeat security, third-party security team. Then she's claiming they give her a contract. They give this team a contract. They send her in as a supervisor, and then she thinks she's the supervisor of security, and she can kick people off of public property, and has no knowledge of the difference between public and private property. Where before she might have had the security of a third-party private entity there in public, she has bupkis. She's only supposed to be there to observe and report, and now she's trying to chase away people off the public property. Okay, yeah, that is a little bit funny. I'm not going to repeat that. I'm just going to let Chief laugh, and we'll leave that on the screen.
It'd be one thing if he was panhandling or something like that.
Good one.
But, I mean...
Can you ask him not to stand in front of the building? I don't care where he's standing.
Yeah, I've attempted to do that, and he just set on his ways, and to an extent knows his rights and the law, which is good.
Okay, so the cop knows he's wrong.
Sign, you know, because
hey, Lavarati, thank you for joining in.
Pretty reasonable to assume loitering, but then I start noticing the sign. It doesn't. You're not asking for money, nothing like that. I mean, you're just standing there. I can understand where it's reasonably seen as a suspicious or a nuisance in a sense, but he's not disturbing the peace. He's not, again, he's not panhandling.
Again, you're bending over backwards over elementary school definitions.
I can do an information report.
Of no crime, exactly.
But I mean, even then, I mean, I'm kind of limited. I'm going to run it by another senior officer real fast, but I could be wrong, but just from what I gathered with him, that might be.
Well, I mean, he's been right up to the point where he goes, well, we could put it into this. He recognized that he
is wrong. The First Amendment protects the rights of speakers to engage in public expressive activity, including solicitation of money, i.e. panhandling, without being compelled to identify themselves to government authorities. That's the Watchtower Bible and Tract case from the U.S. Supreme Court in 2002. So the First Amendment also protects the right to refrain from speaking, just as it protects the right to speak. The compulsory identification of a speaker requires, at a minimum, sufficient cause, according to the U.S. Supreme Court in the Buckley case from 1999. Therefore, if a police officer were to forcibly require Jeff to identify himself in order to continue to speak, that would violate his clearly established First Amendment rights, according to the U.S. Supreme Court. But as I told you, if you were expecting these police officers in Little Rock, Arkansas to have any basic awareness of constitutional rights, you're going to be very disappointed in everything else that you see in this video. So here is the second officer arriving. This is Officer Morris with the Little Rock Police Department. And she is absolutely something else.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning. God bless on his veterans.
So has the other officer made contact with you yet, or is he inside?
Yes, he's inside talking.
Okay, has he talked to you yet?
He has. He said he's going to go in there and discuss with them.
Okay. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, government property, you won't be able to solicit. You'd have to go over somewhere on a sidewalk. You wouldn't be able to do it on the property.
What's your name?
Officer Morris.
Officer Morris?
Morris, yes.
Okay, my name is
Morris.
Like I explained to the other officer, what's his name?
That's Jackson.
Jackson, Officer Jackson, Officer Morris. I'm engaged in constitution-protected activity in a traditional public forum. And if you guys trespass me or make me leave, you'll be held liable.
Well, so I don't know if you're begging for money because you're putting on there that you're homeless. So.
Okay, you don't know if you're begging for money. Okay, you just walked.
She said, it says that he's homeless. It says, God bless the homeless vets. He's not saying that he's homeless. So she's incorrect about that. She needs.
I don't even know how she became a supervisor. God forbid she ever makes detective. Oh my God. First thing she does, it comes up onto the scene, haven't done any investigation, basing everything off of the call and radio chatter, doesn't know anything that's going on, and just assumes that he's begging for money and that he's homeless based upon the word homeless written on a sign that homeless would normally use.
Yeah, look at our partners up there in the window at the door up there.
So with absolutely zero detective work, without doing any actual investigating work, she's just making all these assumptions and is going to make demands based off of assumptions whenever he's telling her exactly what he's doing, and it's going in one ear and out the other. Oh my God. Let's keep going.
And that's usually what the homeless people do. You still can't beg on public. That's not the point. If you're soliciting out here to get money because you're homeless, then you would have to go to the sidewalk and do that.
I am soliciting this free speech.
No. Soliciting is different. When you're out here begging for money, yes, it is. It's something different.
Are you disagreeing with the courts about that? I'm not sure.
What I'm telling you is, I know you want an argument. That's what you're here. Your goal is. Here, listen to what I'm saying. You cannot be on government property, and this is state government, begging for money. You can go to a sidewalk because a judge, granted, you can stand on a sidewalk and beg because that is public property, and you can do that there.
I disagree with you.
Again, another officer not knowing the difference between state and public property. They're the same thing, officer. Him being on the sidewalk or him being on the courthouse or being on these steps is no difference. It's the same thing. Public property.
What part of the sign lets her know that he's out there begging? She didn't hear him begging. She don't see the sign say, I'm asking for $1. Do you have $1? Any change would do. Stuff like that. What is she talking about him begging? I haven't heard him beg once.
Neither have I. Let's keep it going because this is going to be our last video for the night, folks. So again, we have a 2-hour cap on these things.
Well, no, I'm not. But no, I'm not. I'm going to talk to her for a minute. So be quiet for a second, please.
What?
I'm talking to the mayor's chief security. He said with him standing here, he have to go down on the sidewalk.
That's what I'm explaining. You're blocking the entrance, standing here begging. Go to the sidewalk, sir. All you gotta do is
He's not blocking anybody.
And I don't know why. That's what they're saying. The mayor's saying this. Go to the sidewalk.
Don't you just love how they're building their narrative?
You can either go to the sidewalk.
They need to put her on the sidewalk with a broom so she could sweep. She doesn't even need to be a police officer with her disrespectful ass.
Sir, if you're out here soliciting for money, or we're going to take you for loitering for the purpose of begging. Yes, because you're loitering on this property.
You know what a lot of these First Amendment videos get wrong is the fact that the government does have the ability to restrict free speech. And it has a lot to do with where this is occurring. And that's why Jeff keeps mentioning that this is a traditional public forum. And what he means is there are different categories of locations under First Amendment case law that provide different levels of rights, basically, under the First Amendment, depending on where you are. You don't necessarily have the same rights inside a police department as outside on the sidewalk in front of a police department. So some places are more public than others, and some places are more restricted than others for various reasons. And some places are more traditionally public forums where people go to communicate these political expressions that they have. So why is Jeff on these City Hall steps? Well, now this is the same City Hall sidewalk steps in Little Rock, Arkansas, where for years there have been
GeoX, thank you very much.
Demonstrations and protests. Here are just a few of those.
Too damn high.
We got roaches, we got rats. Code enforcement, where you at? We got roaches, we got rats. Code enforcement, where you at? United will never be defeated. The
larger conversation. Again, we've met with you all before, and so we'll make sure we sit down and make sure that we go through this line by line and identify ways that we can be helpful.
And they're planning on continuing protesting. I know you guys said you might have another protest tonight. As this continues to evolve, this situation, and we learn more and we see more and we have more to show you, we will of course continue to do that. But for now, I'm live in Little Rock.
I think the main thing is that all these citizens need to know that they pay our salary. We exist because they allow us to exist. So there's no questions off limits. So if they want to stop and talk to us, they should have that right. They should be able to talk to us or drive down the street without feeling that they can't do so.
Hey, Gio, sometimes, thank you for that comment about a great video, and he's a great lawyer. Sometimes when you do First Amendment work like we do, you got to bring in somebody who knows the law and can explain it to you just like he can. So, it's all part of the education and continuing to do this work when you pick up the cameraman.
Freely.
And the protesters said after Chief Humphrey left, they felt so much more hope about change coming because of the answers that he gave them.
So those are just two examples. One, a protest regarding rent being too high. And in that particular one, they were sort of welcomed into the building, and then the city's chief of staff, addressed them. And secondly, during the George Floyd protests across the country, they were camped out there on those courthouse steps protesting with signs basically for days on end. And then you have the chief of police of the Little Rock Police Department going on the scene there and speaking with these people. Did you see him forcibly IDing any of them or arguing with them or being rude to them? No, he was being respectful of them and of their constitutional rights. Boy, it's a good thing that he did not send Officer Jackson or Officer Morris to go deal with that situation. If the concern is that they were impeding traffic into City Hall, I mean, compare what you just saw with what Jeff was doing.
Good morning, sir. God bless our homeless veterans, and please pray for our homeless vets. Have a blessed day. Did I block him from walking?
He was impeding no traffic. Nobody that walked in the building had any problem getting around Jeff. He wasn't causing anybody any problems.
I'm telling you now, don't point your finger at me. Don't do that. You're not in charge of me or anything out here. That's fine, sir. That's fine. Call your lawyer right now. That's fine. I'm telling you right now, if they want you off the property, you have to leave. That's what we're probably going to end up doing, and if you don't want to listen. They're saying you can go and stand on the sidewalk right here on the front, but you're not listening. You don't want to do that. And you will still serve your purpose on the front of the sidewalk, standing with your homeless sign. No, not on government property, you don't, sir. You can't stand here.
Again,
Not on government property.
Roseanne must not be able to read because, again, it doesn't say he's asking for anything. It doesn't say he's homeless. It says, God bless homeless vets. Idiot. I'm going to keep saying it.
Beg for money and solicit people that walk up for money. Do you have a permit to do that, to run that business, to solicit for money here? Okay, thank you.
Permit business?
I got her information, so we're good with
talking to her. Let me go ahead and call Oldham real quick and let him know. But here's the thing. It's one thing to stand here and just talk.
Let's take a look at her. You could tell she's a tyrant. Super. She got the glasses on her forehead. Wow.
Again, a lot of these police officers, cops, I'm not going to address her as a police officer. A lot of these cops look for the quickest point to end the situation. The reason why they want your ID is because if you have warrants, they can shut this down. You're out the door. See, right now they're debating around themselves what kind of narrative they're going to use to end this quickly, get him out of here and get him gone. Rather than, what's the right thing to do in this situation? What's the proper way to investigate this? We're supposed to be protecting our civilians' rights. Is this person, he's claiming that we're violating his rights? That should be a showstopper right there, folks. Let's stop and take a step back and make sure we're not doing that. Have they done any of that? No. Again, they're trying to resolve this quickly so she can go back to eating her donuts. What else is she doing? What else is she doing besides being called to a scene to actually deal with somebody's constitutional rights being violated? If you don't want to violate them, leave. Go do what else you have to do. But, you know, so stupid.
She came out to the scene to intimidate and escalate.
She escalated it. She escalated it from the moment she got out of her car. No de-escalation. She's violating her department policies and procedures at this point because she's not de-escalating.
Freedom of speech. But it's another when you're holding a sign saying you're a homeless vet. Do you even have a VA card to prove you're a veteran, sir?
Again, it does not say that he's a homeless vet on the sign. It does not say
Again, reading is a lost art. What she's doing is she's skimming. She sees, oh, God bless, and then vet or homeless. She doesn't even, she's not even comprehending the sign. She has zero reading comprehension, and yet she's writing reports that wind up saying that this person needs to be in jail.
Mm-hmm. They need to investigate all her reports. Open up all
Apparently she lacks reading comprehension.
Absolutely.
Are you falsifying that information? I'm asking you because it says God bless the homeless vets, but I'm asking you are a veteran.
Oh
are
my
you a veteran?
God.
What branch? Okay, I was too. What was your MOS? Okay, because you probably weren't. I seriously doubt you were.
Jeff.
So guilty until proven innocent. What a way to police there, officer.
Is in fact a veteran, not that it's any of her business.
Exactly.
That's not what you said earlier you were doing. You already said that you were out here possibly asking for money. Keep pointing your finger at me, sir, and I'm going to take it as a threat. Negative. You keep pointing at me. Turn around. Nobody's talking to you right now. Turn around. Nobody's talking to you.
She's a witch with a capital B, folks.
So when I first made contact with him,
Hey, so I just want you to know we have a white male that's standing here at the City Hall holding a sign. He's refusing to leave. He says he's a sovereign citizen. It's his right, freedom of speech to stand here.
Sovereign citizen. He said nothing about being a sovereign citizen. Where is she getting this information? This lady needs to be fired.
Mm-hmm. Her watch.
She's done zero investigating. Zero investigation. He's not begging for money. He's not a sovereign citizen. She's filing false police reports at this point. You know, this is conspiracy. This is conspiracy for deprivation of rights right now.
Soliciting money. No, he's not soliciting money. He's just here to grant goodwill to the homeless veterans.
God bless our homeless
Oh my God.
He's refusing to leave, so. He's just standing out here. The assistant chief mayors or whatever they call them, they run him off the property. And he also let me know he was going to sue me, so I mean it's already attempted influence anyway. So also,
Yeah, because they're trying to violate his rights. Of course, he said he's going to bring litigation against your sorry ass.
okay. Well, I'm going to go in there and talk to them real quick, and I'll be back out. You'll probably end up having to, yeah.
Bless that.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Hey, real fast.
Ironically, even though Jeff is not impeding the foot traffic into City Hall at all, these two cops with nothing better to do are in fact impeding traffic into the front doors of City Hall. Take a look.
Sure.
So even with him, he was. You go ahead.
Thanks.
Go ahead. Thank you.
So, initially...
Real fast. I gotta get this off my phone. I didn't mean to blow up your phone. I called you twice, but obviously you see why. So anyway, even with John Martin, with him saying he's peacefully assembling, doing that on City Hall, he's gonna have to get a...
Well, you have to get a permit if it's 11 people or more to assemble.
Oh, 11 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and here's the thing: is if they want him, he's now saying it's freedom of speech. When I initially started, I was like, "I was supposed to talk to you," and he's like, "Yeah." And I said, "What are you doing out here begging for money?" I was like, "You got a sign," and he was like, "It's my right to stand here." And I was like, "I said you can't solicit here." I said, "You can stand on the sidewalk and do that." The judge said that, but you can't stand here.
Is that what happened? I'm not sure why this woman repeatedly tells the lie. Not that it makes a difference constitutionally, but she repeatedly tells the lie that Jeff was asking for money. But it was all recorded on multiple cameras. Here is the view of her initial interaction, just so we're all on the same page of what Jeff said to her.
What's your name?
Officer Morris.
Officer Morris?
Morris, yes.
Okay, my name is Jeff.
Morris.
Like I explained to the other officer, what's his name?
That's Jackson.
Jackson, Officer Jackson, Officer Morris. I'm engaged in constitutionally protected activity on a traditional public forum. And if you guys trespass me or make me leave, you'll be held liable. And you won't.
Well, so I don't know if you're begging for money because you're putting on there that you're homeless. So, and that's usually what the
even if I was homeless and I was
you still can't
free,
beg on
free
these
speech.
Public. That's not the point. If you're soliciting out here to get money because you're homeless, then you would have to go to the sidewalk.
Soliciting, I am soliciting, and it's free speech.
No. Soliciting is different. When you're out here begging for money, yes, it is. It's something different.
Are you disagreeing with the courts about that? I'm not trying.
What I'm telling you is, I know you want an argument. That's what you're here. Your goal is.
I'm not.
Listen to what I'm saying. You cannot be on government property, and this is state government, begging for money. You can go to a sidewalk because a judge, granted, you can stand on a sidewalk and beg because that is public property, and you can do that.
But if he had a little stand up that said free donuts, have a bite, she'll be the first one.
She'd be the first in line, yeah.
she'll be running security right at the top of the line. So, I mean, she's just speaking butt splat right now, and it's just...
Again, another officer who doesn't know the law and is using elementary school definitions of the law to work her way through her service.
Mm-hmm. I hope she doesn't have kids because I know they're scared of her. Fee, fi, fo, fum.
There.
We're probably going to end up taking him in jail for criminal trespass. And he also let me know he was going to sue me for my job, working him for attempted influence as well. So, because he wants to, I love these folks that want to make a big deal about, I know my right. And he's like, I said, are you a veteran? And he's like, yes.
I love these cops that just run around and act like they think that they know the laws. They don't understand the Constitution, and they don't understand
and then they get the shock Pikachu face when they lose in court, and then they get another shock Pikachu face when they get the federal lawsuit from like guys like the civil rights lawyer.
Right, and then during depositions, they always say, "Oh, I don't recall. I don't recall."
And then I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall. I don't recall. And then the other thing that they say was, I was doing my job. It was to the best of my ability. That's what I knew what it was. And it's like, well, did he say that you were going to violate his rights? I don't recall. My
training.
Luckily, it's all on video because guess who can recall? It's the body cams. Mm-hmm. Luckily, these guys didn't mute their own body cams when they were going to conspire against him.
So what branch? He said Army. I said, what's your MOS? None of your business. So he probably doesn't even know what that is, and he probably doesn't even have a card, but his sign says, God bless the homeless veterans, so.
Just for the 187.
We can stay outside to listen to him, so.
Yeah.
Good morning.
At this point, they're just wasting tax dollars. Go home. Go back to work.
Go ahead. Did he happen to ask you anything when you were walking out?
Huh?
Did he happen to bother you or anything?
No, he's just saying God bless vets. He's not bothering anybody that I know of.
Yeah.
Has he been?
That's what we're here for, but I was just curious. Morning.
I don't know. They've got cameras that record, and it's got audio too. So all I've got to do is ask them to pull it back.
You see this camera right here? See my camera right here? It's been recording the whole time. I never asked for money. I'm soliciting goodwill and compassion for homeless vets.
That's not what he said. I'm saying I wasn't here. I'm telling you.
Nope, they can't do their job. They can't conduct an investigation.
Had contact. I'm just stating what he said. But my other thing was, are you falsely
Hearsay.
impersonating that you're a veteran? Are you falsely impersonating that you're a veteran? Because that's really offensive if you are, and you ever served in the military. I asked you if you were in the military. You said yes, the Army. Well, I'm just asking. Because we have folks that say they're in the military and they beg and they do other stuff and they're really not, and it's an embarrassment to people who serve. Who don't deserve that?
Her conduct to not understanding the Constitution is disrespectful to those who've served. She doesn't even understand the Constitution, so she's doing exactly what he's not doing. She's an idiot, man. They need to fire this broad and hire her at, I don't know, Will's Supermarket. Put her in the butcher's area.
Officer Jackson, what? I'm asking you to leave. He's asking me to leave. I'm being trespassed.
You're not being banned from the property. You're being told to get off the property due to what you're doing.
Due to what I'm doing, getting free speech. Okay, and if I don't leave the property, what's going to happen?
You'll get charged with criminal trespass.
Okay, I'm out of here. But this is disgraceful. This is freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and freedom of assembly on a traditional public forum. And I have every right to be here. People fought and died for the right to do this. And you guys are disgusting. Shame on you!
So they trespass him off the property, and as he turns to walk away, and he's walking away, Officer Morris then directs Officer Jackson basically to go track him back down and get his information forcibly. And that's what he does, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, he's leaving, so we'll stand by and make sure he's completely gone. So right now we're good.
I still never got his information besides Jeff.
Did you let him know if he comes back he's going to do it? Let him know. Sorry, no one said let him know.
Yeah, I'm gonna drive down there then.
Okay, so he left, he's gone, and now they're going to go harass him some more. So stupid.
Mind you, she said the sergeant said to go do it.
He never said he was trespassed. Now they're changing their mind.
You do understand that you are not allowed back on the property. That's what they're wanting now. So. All right. Well, I do have to get your information.
For trespass?
Yeah.
That's a civil thing, man.
No, it's not.
I've left the property. The crime only occurs if I refuse to leave or if I come back.
Exactly. Listen to me. You didn't commit a crime, but listen. You just said what I was about to say. If you come back, right? You just admitted that. How is an officer or the establishment going to be able to know who you are if they don't have no information?
The only way you can get ID is if there's a crime committed or you suspect me.
No, that's false. I'm now conducting an investigation.
Oh, okay. That magic word, investigation. I'm conducting an investigation. Now I get your ID. No, that's not how it works. Oh, I hate these cops.
I'm going to go ahead and go on my way unless I'm being detained.
Yes, you are being detained, okay? I'm done playing with you, okay? You're making this so you are, and you just spit on me.
I'm trying. I didn't mean to spit.
I got you. Well, act right.
Let me step away, man. Let me step away.
What's your last name?
If I don't give you my last name, I'll be arrested.
Yes.
Gray.
Huh?
Gray. Gray. Jeff Gray.
What's your date of birth? Phone number?
I'm not giving my phone number.
Address?
That's in St. Augustine.
What?
St. Augustine, Florida.
What?
St. Augustine.
St. Augustine?
Yes, sir. So now you're detaining me to get my driver's license, which is an illegal detainment because you don't suspect me of committing a crime. I complied with the trespass. Goodness gracious. Am I free to go now?
I just told you why I'm getting your information. Yes, you're good to go.
You can't get my information without being suspected of a crime. I don't have to give it to you.
I tried explaining it to you, but you don't want to listen.
No, you don't want to listen, officer. You're being told. I think it's the opposite there, officer. I think you're the one who's ignorant there.
Right.
I'm sorry, folks. I meant to hit pause, and I wound up hitting it just a little bit too much there. So.
Okay, well, let's go over who's ignorant. So Arkansas is in the 8th Circuit, so other than Supreme Court case law, 8th Circuit federal case law applies. And it just so happens there was a case in 2019 from the 8th Circuit, Rogers versus Bryant, where two guys challenged the Arkansas anti-loitering law that banned them from begging in a manner. that was harassing, causes alarm, or impedes traffic. So there's this law in Arkansas where a person commits the offense of loitering if he lingers or remains on a sidewalk, roadway, or public right-of-way in a public parking lot or public transportation vehicle or facility or on private property for the purpose of asking for anything as charity or a gift in a harassing or threatening manner, B, in a way likely to cause alarm to the other person, or C, under circumstances that create a traffic hazard or impediment. So basically what these officers were trying to enforce here. That was examined by the 8th Circuit in 2019. These two guys, they want to go to public areas, hold signs, and speak. The court said the fact that they intend to ask for money does not mean that their speech is unprotected. To the contrary, asking for charity or gifts, whether on the street or door to door, is protected First Amendment speech. And there we have it, the 8th Circuit citing the U.S. Supreme Court.
Okay, and folks, we are running close to time at this point, so we are going to encourage you to go watch the rest of that video back over at the Civil Rights Lawyers channel. Links are down in the description, folks. Also, down in the description as well, a link to the Sacramento Community Merchandise Store. Let me share this tab instead and throw it back up on the screen. We do have some merch that we are working on in there. And when you get a chance, go in there and take a look and see things. There's a sticker in there, t-shirts, and as well as this one here that says, "Officer, I don't answer any questions." And on the back, it says, I don't answer questions. And then the back says, "I plead the fifth." So yeah, you know, we're going to be putting some more stuff in there in the coming days and months. So always check it out. And there's also one in there with the new logo. We'll see if we can get that into a tee as well instead of a sweatshirt. So
we got a lot of stuff that's going to be rolling out here. A lot of stuff that's going to be rolling out. Some awesome stuff. T-shirts, some beanies, some coffee mugs, all that good stuff.
So yeah, link in the description, folks. Is there anything else you want to go over tonight, Chief?
Nope, that's pretty much it. We appreciate y'all. Much love.
Yep. Again, folks, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all of our channels down in the description in the Sacramento Community Watch Network. Go over and send them some love. Let them know that we sent you. The original content creators and links to their descriptions and videos are in the description as well. Shout out to Tyrant Terminator Audits. We unfortunately did not get to his video tonight, but check it out. It's a banger of a video. And you folks have a wonderful night.
Peace.
Peace.